Wow, that Oscar Ewing is really flying out of there. Yeah, so like I just figured out because oh my God, nobody in Maryland. Oh, this Thursday night lineup, it just gets. Did you know that David Jacobs, the creator of both Dallas and Knots Landing, was from where? Baltimore. And no one, not one, not a peep. Sesame Street, Jim Henson. There was somebody in the neighboring village who was an employee of Sesame Street. Ewing, the guy up the street. Well, I didn't know at the time he was in the oil business. I didn't know. JR sounds good to me. I swear to God. Somebody would say, is she really that dumb? No, no, I think she is. I know now. Oh my God, do I know? No, I didn't see the beginning. I Googled it to see what was on the other stations. I know for a fact I am not watching Knots Landing. No, not until Collage. Oh, so many things make sense now, trust me. But this one, Sophia, when you're here, never go here, because you'll never get there again. Really? Is that what you think? I can guarantee you. Woo. Because I said this Ewing, no, he was a pretty funny guy, this David Jacobs. Why not? He did nice things for the American family. You read the script, and then you know what happened? So, like at the Terrytown train station, inside of that little case, but kind of like what these other people do, I think it was handwritten. And it said, School for Scandal, reading. And I went, and it was School for Scandal Sheridan, and they were reading in the chairs. Kind of like that episode on Knots Landing when they're reading. Well, you either go for it or you don't. I don't, whatever. It's funny to me. It was funny to me. So he picks this name Ewing. Well, Oscar Ewing was in charge of the Federal Security Agency. Yeah, I haven't wikied him yet because I don't want to know where he went to college. But I can safely tell you that nobody. And I Googled Maryland commencements. No. And like Fox had an obituary. No, I didn't see anything about Baltimore. It's a secret. It is a secret. Kind of like that Standard Oil, just one. One big. Uh, I don't know how that Bruce Springsteen's going to get out of it. Born! You're born in Standard Oil. Did your father work for the company? Which exit? Oh, come on now. If you went to College Park, that's all they say about New Jersey. Which exit? At least I invented, sure I did, Turnpike trivia. Cherry Hill. Oh, I took the pictures. It was ready to go. And then I figured, start with New Jersey, Turnpike trivia, and identify the exit. Could have sold. Why not? I had to drive back and forth so many times with my father. It's not hard to get an education in Baltimore. I wonder why. Ethno-violence. So, like, and Bobby, it was a dream. Larry Hagman, he wasn't typekissed, was he? But I think he fell and hit his head. There's no dreaming genie. You know, because she's a genie, and that's what the wedding pictures. I never really saw that in color, but it's a lot better than the Brady Bunch. Oh, I've seen it now. He hit his head. So now, like, if this Gates, is he related to the guy who worked for the Rockefellers? Oh, there's a Gates. There is. Little Mr. Smart Aleck, he doesn't want to finish college. I wonder why. At least, how was the computer used in the oil industry? Thank God for the Middle East, it's 5 pages. Goes well with my infrastructure, Kuwait, circa 1980. Yeah. That's before some people went to China. Was that a woman's conference? I hope not. Yeah, they're funny, aren't they? You know, really, so funny. So, like, I have to finish on the computer. Do you know how much Microsoft charged a minute? Over $20. You all made a lot of money. I'm just saying. Just saying. So do you think that Gates is related to the Rockefeller Gates? I just want to know. You're never going to find out because Jesus, they kept that Baltimore a secret with the David Jacobs. Why wouldn't they want everybody to know? He came from Baltimore. Look how smart he is. He created Dallas. So basically, I bet that Waters versus Pierce about the oil that was in the Sheridan, that I found the Sheridan from the, I bet you that's John Waters. And what is the luck that I sit in the seat that I get the autograph of that jerk? He is such a... That ranks with Eddie Rabbit. First step, take her out and treat her like a lady. All day long I'm dialing. Finally I get through, and what do I win? Is that RCA in the same building? Yeah, I wanted out of that contract, and you said no. At least. The records never came cracked. Sturdy. Yep. Yep. So now there was a commercial for this Hewlett Packard that's printing. You don't want that. No. Somehow it said last. Last for what? I just want to know. Don't get so smart, because you were not a nice person. Where did I place that phone call from? The Rockefeller, the Roosevelt Hotel. Nice carpet. I can't believe it could be worn that you let all those people live there for free. Is that like Rachel and her children? Who did own that hotel? You recycled it. Who made the billions of dollars? Come on, we all want to know. Come on, it's funny, isn't it? Well, look, it's all done now. Only 40 pages. It's an oral history. Oh, I don't trust any of you today with an oral history. I think the only two that are telling the truth, trust me, is Con and her husband, and probably Oscar Ewing. You know, hello, I made 5 copies. I made 5 copies and there's no more ink? whatever you all are about, because it wasn't about an education, you know that NASA is my customer. You know that the University of Maryland system is my customer. You know that the University of Maryland College Park is my customer. You know that the University of Maryland University College is my customer. You know that the American Physics Association behind Horseshoe Row of the of fraternities, you know they're my customer. That's a lot of federal people. You know that I applied for the grant and we won the grant. So you know my signature's on the bottom of a federal grant. You don't bother me. You bothered me when I had no money. Did I go home when I was the working poor? No, I did not. Like I said, is that Gates related to that Rockefeller Gates? I just want to know. And that Bruce Springsteen, come on now. And then he pulled out Courtney Cox. Anyway, so the whole point being, just so we're all on the same page, Charlie Rose gave you the 25th anniversary of SONNY purchased Rockefeller's Nelson. Poor Nelson. I don't know. He shouldn't have had that coffee. I know that's what happened to him. I've had some coffee that makes your heart go beanie beanie. He went bunny bunny. Poor guy. He shouldn't have been boinking his cigarette. Happy wasn't happy. Oh my God. You're not going to get away with it. You're not. So I go. And Charlie Rose is the moderator. Charlie Rose will tell the audience that journalists get advanced copies. Well, I kind of already know that because in the New York Times, in the business section, you have the Time and the Newsweek. Oh, we all know who worked for Newsweek. He's in big trouble. He sure is. The next week's issue. So, advanced issues. So, I checked. Time would have had Thelonious Monk. Oh, and if you look at his collar, it's like one little lit candle. Anyway, oh, and who doesn't know about that Metropolitan Museum of Art guy? He lays out a blanket and he has those magazine covers. Ooh, if you ever see that or Dumbo. If you see Dumbo, ooh, you better fly fast. But Thelonious Monk would have been on the cover if JFK wasn't assassinated. So I went downstairs to the SONNY Purchase library, and doesn't that look like a ship? Oh, it does to me. And at that time, all of the magazines still fit there. And do you know, I believe that the only person that didn't run a homage to JFK was Harper. So, if you get the first edition to Harper's X-Men, because I think it's a little different than the rest of them, very, very interesting, but I'll let that go too. Oh no, if you get it. So Harper had these little house boxes, and Harper was burnt out at least 3 times when he first started. So what do you think happened to the people in the United States of America that bought some books? I'm just saying, all I did was read the Housing Act of 1937. Dime after dime after dime after dime. You know, that Glass-Steagall Act. You know, the balloon payment, farm mortgages. Like 55 years later. And as I said, around the same time as the grain embargo. Russia. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. So this same library upstairs in the front. So like the lady is at this desk, and then you have the Union catalogs at the front. So the big, big museum is in Ohio, not MoMA. There isn't a MoMA yet. And there isn't a MoMA. There's a Brooklyn Museum of Art. And then I say, There's Ohio, because there's really not a National Gallery of Art either. You find, oh, maybe somewhere in New Jersey. Do you think? I don't know. My aunt did take me to a little Indian museum. Oh, they have museums like that all over the place here in Florida. It was like a wooden trailer. It was that wide. But there are Indians in New Jersey. I think he must have threw them out. I don't know what he did to them. Find out one day, I guess. What exit? Because if you're here, you should never go here, because you'll never make it there again. Are you a lawyer? That's okay. The other one was a lawyer, too. She let me sleep in her brother's house in Haight-Ashbury. Oh, no, there was a sign. It said Haight-Ashbury. It was a big pink Victorian house, because the Black Panther Party slept there. She's another good one. I said, I will pay. I need a researcher. I had a classmate who works for the California Archives, but he doesn't want to answer the question. I need somebody to verify the following information. Was the school accredited that California gave the Black Panther Party school an award of excellence? Was it accredited? And who insured the clinic and the school and the medical center? Just little things. Accreditation, licensing, and insurance. No, she never returned that either. 2 lawyers. One Catholic university, other Berkeley. Doesn't bother me any. One was in Chernobyl. Well, doesn't it spread? She was in Amsterdam. I'm calling all over Europe to make sure she's not Chernobylized. Then at Berkeley, the car went through the McDonald's. Oh, no, she could have been outside. She's fine. Just write down, I slept in the Black Panther Party house in Haight-Ashbury. Is that it? It's a little bigger than that. It's small. Sometimes I think you might have been a Black Panther Party child. You have that. I don't know about you, but anyway. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But in conclusion to whatever this was, I swear to God, Ewing. Baltimore, nobody, not one person, not this little Sandy Patton who came from College Park, not Mr. NG, when I said, I think you might be the person that's responsible for that women's studies that came 25 miles down the road to slap an F. Jane F. Troop, that's a woman on a horse delivering mail surrounded by Indians, and F. Troop. Sense of humor. You need that. You lack it. Really, you do. But anyway, you would take that Hollywood job in a second. Just like Holden's brother. He went Hollywood. If you really want to know, you don't even read that. Do you read anything? You literally believe that the use of the Diary of Anne Frank in a human behavior class where we are supposed to diagnose with a DSM, the Diary of Anne Frank. Oh, you're damn right. I complained to the Anne Frank Institute in London. That's disgusting. Really. And this Ewing of Baltimore didn't wind you all up a little bit? That is sad. Truly, it is. Designing women is not... Oh, come on now. That's even... Woo! Who designed her? Yep. That's it.